Alright, Kimbo White here. I'm going to put all this in a nutshell in 10 minutes and do it in one video. I did two videos that are both 10 minutes long. Alright, I'm already talking too much. Let's start with the main event. This is my major upset pick for the card. I'm going with Sarah Kaufman. You guys don't think I'm crazy. Sarah Kaufman's 15-1. The only time she's been beat is by an armbar, which was by somebody who is one of the top 10 women fighters in the world. Uh, um, since then, you know, her grappling has improved and was good even then, but she's learned from that. If you watch her last couple of fights, she defends judo throws well. Julia Butter, one of them, that one of those girls that has good judo throws, actually attempted one and Sarah went straight into back mount. She's been training at Jackson's, along with the fact that if you look up who Sarah Kaufman has trained with for pretty much her whole life, and who her main trainer is Zuzek Martial Arts, which is the home of Eric Paulson, who is the creator of combat submission wrestling. She's also a brown or blue belt in jiu-jitsu. So, with that said, I think this fight's going to end up with somebody getting a submission or it going to a decision, with Rousey looking like Rocky either way, because I've seen Kaufman and Rousey fight live, and I guarantee you, Rousey will get the clinch and shit, and she's going to make it a grappling match, okay? It's going to happen. But I don't give a shit if she's catching punches in the clinch. Sarah Kaufman is like, she looked like a modern. And if nobody knows Mad TV, then they don't understand what I just said. But, uh, she's not feminine in any way, shape, or form. You look at her and you can tell her nose has been broke multiple times. Um, her stance, the way her body moves, everything is more masculine than feminine. And I'm telling you right now, I was 15, 20 rows away from it, watching her fight. And when she would hit Alexis Davis, that shit was brutal. It was violent. She is no one to fuck around with. And she's been training for exactly what Ronna's going to try to do. So Ronna's going to try to either do what she always does, her bread and butter, which I think Sarah can probably defend, or she's going to try to switch it up. And she seems to be confident in her striking. I think she wants to use some kicks and things of that nature. And I don't think that would be a good idea. As soon as she feels Kaufman catches her with one of those jab straight right combos, even one of those hard jabs, as soon as she catches a good straight Sarah Kaufman jab, she's gonna damn sure not want that right one to be coming behind it, because Sarah Kaufman hits as hard as a lot of men. When she hits, I'm telling you now, guys, it pops through the entire fucking arena. 3 minutes and a half on one fight. Going with Sarah Kaufman over Ronda Rousey by decision. I do think it'll end by decision. I do think Rousey will look like Rocky. That's my prediction. All right, rest of the card. Derek Brunson, probably the best wrestler Jakar Souza has faced in an MMA match. He's a Division II wrestler. He's a submission grappler submission grappler wrestler, and trains in jiu-jitsu. He's 9-1. Tough guy. He's taken out some tough guys. Um, real tough guy for a lot of guys to be fighting. For Jakar Souza, damn good opponent. Something different for him. They put him up against a lot of strikers to see if he can take a striker down and submit him. This time they're going to see if he can submit a wrestler, or if the wrestler's going to wrestle fuck him for 3 rounds. Jakar Souza, if you don't know, is probably considered. He's definitely in the top 10 best in the world in jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Probably considered in the top 3. So with that said, I'm going to go with Jakar Souza by submission and hope he can pull it out. And if not, hope he can kick Brunson's big ass off of him and maybe knock the son of a bitch out, because you don't want to sleep on Jakar's stand-up. I'm going to take Tarek Safadine over Roger Bowling. I'm not going to talk a lot about that to save time. OSP, I see being one of the next big things. I think he stepped up and took that fight with Masasi. It was a big thing. I think he learned a lot from it. Um, he did lose, but um, this guy here, I think maybe not the next big thing, but I do think over St. Preux is a promising prospect. Let's put it like that. Going to take him over TJ Cook. Um, yeah, that's my pick for that fight. Um, going to take Miesha Tate over Julie Kedzie, and I'm going to tell you I don't think Julie Kedzie should be on this card. The best women fighters in the world are Invicta right now. If you don't know what that is, go to Invicta.com. They have all their fights posted. They should have them all by now. They had most of them from Invicta 1 and 2. They've only had 2 events, but it's an all women's league. The best women fighters in the world are there, not in Strikeforce. Rousey and Kaufman and Tate and Kedzie are all, in the top 20 best women fighters in the world, and Rousey and Kaufman are probably in the top 5 or 10. They're top 5 fighters. Rousey and Kaufman are, but Tate and Kedzie are not. I don't even know if they'd be in. It would be interesting to bring. Zuffa really just needs to put up some money and go ahead and buy Victor, buy the contracts out, or do something because Uh, well, as soon as the showtime gets out of the way, Strikeforce will have exclusive contracts anyway, and then when they sign these girls, they'll keep them. But like Julia Budd, jumping back and forth. Julia Budd's a beast. She just beat the shit out of the kid. She was fought in Invicta, and should be in Strikeforce, and a lot of them should. I'm on over 7 minutes now, so my next upset pick, Jane Randami. I'm going to take over Yamanaka. I'm not going to talk about that a lot. I think a lot of people are sleeping on Randami, and I think she's physically stronger and bigger, and I don't think she's that bad of a rounded fighter. Period. Uh, yeah. With that said, okay, going with Randami over Yamanaka. Definitely taking Adlon Almagov over Keith Berry. That's a no-brainer. Um, Lumumba Sayers over Anthony Smith because Anthony Smith has fought twice in 2012, and both guys were cans. One guy was his teammate, and they had their team had their own little fight thing, little promotion that they put on, whatever. Uh, Both guys were cans. If you go watch the last guy beat up Richard Big Man White, didn't look like dude belonged in a cage. I think I could do as better than that cat did probably. Smith has got good striking and decent footwork, but no head movement. And the same thing with the next pick, Rice House. I know some of you guys went with Rice House. Um, and I'm going to go with Bobby Green in that fight. Due to what I believe would be better grappling and better head movement. And Rice House has a nice counter jab and straight right punch. But, yeah, I just think that Bobby Green watched some video of Rice House. He's pretty easy to study. And Bobby Green, we all know, 18-5, very experienced, brings the fight, comes to fight, all that good shit. All right, I'm almost at 10 minutes. Can't upload from my computer. Can't go into that right now. Got to upload it straight from my camera. Got to be under 10 minutes. So, been last word with Kimbo White.